Hey YouTube, I wanted to do a little video on this guitar I've been working on. I did one before and kind of got it out and showed how beat up and damaged it was and just basically abused. It wasn't like broken in any way, it was just cosmetically damaged, and I thought I'd show my progress. I'm about ready to oil up the back of the neck. I'm not going to put anything on the fretboard, but I do want to put some linseed oil or some tung oil, or if I can find some tung oil. I like tung oil just because it doesn't stink as bad as linseed. I don't like the smell of linseed oil. But ready to put some primer, some paint on this. I thought I'd just bring out a few pictures of what I've been doing and how it's been going. Got a couple of clips on how I fix the neck and stuff like that. So I'll put that together. It's hard for me to set up the camera and film what I'm doing because I'm so sporadic. I just jump around and do 3, 4 projects at one time. And I'm not good at editing. So right now I'm just filming little clips, putting them together with pictures, and hopefully, people enjoy some of it. Like last night I was in the middle of doing this guitar and I realized my tripod needed a little knob on it. It's crooked as hell, but it works fine. And I just JB welded a little gear on there. Just so it can lock in when it's knocking stuff down. Alright, so I'll show you those pictures, kind of see what's going on with this, and we'll get back to it. This was a pretty good sized dent in this fretboard on the neck here, and looks like it fell over on something. I'm going to try putting, I already put a little water on there and it raised it up just a little bit. I'm going to put some water and an iron, some heat against it, and see if that pulls it up some more, and then I can sand it down. Maybe we'll get it completely flush. Here's a pretty good shot of that dent. And I'm just going to put something wet over it here and give it a little heat with my iron. And I'll bring you back when I got it all worked out. I wanted you to kind of see what I was doing. I got the iron cranked up to high, and I got a wet towel on it, and I'm just giving it some heat. I was just checking to make sure I'm not melting my towel, because this is a synthetic towel. But okay, let me set this iron down. I want to show you what this does to the dent. You remember that dent? Where is it? It's right there. That's where it used to be. Oh, focus, baby. See? It's almost gone. Wood does have a memory, and if you crush it, heat it up, give it some moisture. Like I said, I got this wet at one point and got some of the dent. This was a way worse dent than you just saw it, but yeah, it's almost gone. Cool. Okay, there you go. It's all gone. Anyway, I know I said I wasn't going to do a build video, but I did want to show you a couple of the things that, were problematic and I worked out. Let me show you the body. Here was the big gouge. It looks like it got dropped on it or something. It had a big chunk missing. And I know that looks kind of porous, but it's not. It's really smooth. Once I get some primer and some paint on there, it'll be just fine. It's nice and soft. Yeah, that's just CA glue or super glue and some baking soda. You just drop it in the crack and start adding baking soda and put some super glue, and it's almost a plastic. The CA glue isn't acrylic; it's cyanoacrylate or whatever. So, yeah, that worked out. I did the backside. Where'd that go? There was a little scuff like they dropped it there too, and you can still see it because that's through the glue that's there. But this is covered in glue, and this is nice and soft. So once I paint that, you can kind of see all these little nicks and dents and stuff that was in it when it before I started. There's some more fix that I put with some super glue. I'm going to leave some of this finish on there and paint right over it because it's a pretty good finish. It's a good primer for what I'm going to put on top of it. Just make a nice surface for the paint to stick to that I'm putting on it. So, yeah, we'll get her done. I'll show it to you. I know in the little before video that I put up of this guitar, I said I don't really like black guitars, but flat black guitars I kind of like. I might end up keeping that flat black. It not expose the wood like the sanding did, but just go straight flat black. And I have some pictures of the headstock after I got it, some of the scratches sanded out of it, and it looks really good flat black. We may just go with that.